PAMS and SAHI organized a consultative session here at UNESCO Pakistan today, where we had a set of development partners come and discuss what we wanted as a larger framework, holistic framework for education deprived areas. The idea is to incorporate economic and social deprivation that eventually leads to education deprivation. So the framework or the discussion that revolved around was the concept of the National Human Development Report as well as the Multidimensional Poverty Index. And the idea is to focus on districts where we see that the incidence of poverty and the incidence of social deprivation, whereby its health, its general education is higher. Those districts are the ones that are more deprived in terms of education inputs as well as education outputs. And the idea here is to just gauge and see the responsiveness from the governments in terms of declaring education emergency at a union council level, and to see what the SOPs would be in case there are provinces or districts who want to take this forward. So for example, if there's disaster management, or let's say flood warnings, we have processes where you know that, for example, if there's a flood announcement, so you have, for example, setting up of camps, you have movement of the citizens away from the marked areas. So that's what we want to gauge for education in terms of declaring it at union council level. So when we start as education emergency at provincial or say federal scale, it becomes a little politically contentious. So we're trying to gauge what the responsiveness is in terms of the lowest administrative unit, because that's easier to manage, lowest administrative units, and then there's less political affiliation with the idea. And we're looking forward to taking the discussion in terms of provincial consultations forward, whereby we'll have larger groups in terms of provincial governments as well as bureaucrats, other NGO partners and development partners particular to the provinces, and see how they can take this up in their government structures.